Supply bottlenecks and sky-high energy prices are shakeups that a country can't ignore. President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. says the government is stepping on the gas with his declaration of a state of national energy emergency, tackling the energy sector head-on but not throwing the entire country into panic mode. Our Clazel Pardilla tells us more.
Ang pinagmulan ng problema ay ang supply at ang presyo ng enerhiya at yun ang kailangan naming tugunan.
Supply constraints and rising energy prices. This, according to President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr., are the core drivers behind the declaration of a national energy emergency. The chief executive clarified the country as a whole is not in a state of emergency.
It is the energy sector that we need to declare as an emergency sector.
The president described the move as a precautionary tool to prepare the country for the possible worsening or a prolonged impact of the Middle East crisis.
The reason that I declared an energy emergency is to provide government with more options should the need arise. Binibigyan nito ng ating pamahalaan ang mga kapangyarihan kumilos ng mas mabilis, bumili ng langis ng hindi na kailangan na dumaan pa sa matagal na proseso at pagsamahin ang lahat ng ahensya sa isang direksyon.
The president assured the public oil supply remains sufficient. The country currently has around 45 days worth of petroleum inventory, and this may even extend as additional supplies from various countries negotiated by the Philippines begin to arrive.
We can be confident that after the 45 days we will still have already arrived here in the Philippines. We will have already a flow of oil, not just one delivery, not just two deliveries, but a flow of petroleum and petroleum-related products. Ang instruction ko sa kanila, huwag niyong titigilan. Maghanap kayo pa ng supply dahil hindi natin alam kung gaano katagal pa ito.
The real challenge now, the president said,
Ang pagtaas ng presyo ng langis. At ito ay talagang mahirap natin sagutin at gawan ng paraan dahil wala tayong kontrol yan.
the government is ramping up measures to ease the impact of rising oil prices. This includes subsidies for operators, drivers, farmers, and fisher folk, free rides, discount on trains and tollways, and the waiving of some airport fees, coordinating with manufacturers to prevent increase in the prices of basic commodities, the sale of 20 peso rice, and the use of the local government support fund to provide free rides.
Beginning today, over 1.4 million drivers and units will start receiving fuel and financial assistance on top of the 120,000 who have already been served by the DSWD. Abangan din ninyo ang tupad para sa mga tsuper at pinaigting natin na service contracting para sa ating transport sector. Again, these are supports that we are hoping to bring.
The president also warned against hoarding and profiteering.
Huwag silang nagsasamantala dito sa sitwasyon. And we will enforce that rule very, very strongly. And again, to those who are thinking about it, hindi nyo na kailangan gawin because we have a sufficient supply of oil, we have sufficient supply of food.
Under the national energy emergency, provisions in existing laws may also be utilized. The president emphasized,
Today, halimbawa, maaari nang makialam ang pamahalaan sa supply at presyo ng kuryente para hindi ito masyadong magmahal. Dahil that's the authority that the EO in its declaration of a energy emergency provides the executive.
while global oil prices remain beyond control, President Marcos assured,
Hindi maaring mangyari ay maramdaman ng bawat Pilipino ang buong bigat nitong mga pangyayari na wala naman silang kinalaman. Isa lamang ang aming pamantayan. agaran, pinakamabilis at direktang mararamdaman ng ordinaryong Pilipino, hindi bukas, hindi sa susunod na linggo, ngayon.
Kelizal Pardilla from the National TV Network for a new and better Philippines.